Hi kiddos, my goodness, I have been having a droopy, draggy day today. It's been drizzly rain, not quite snow, foggy, dark, and all of a sudden a whole day went by and I haven't done anything. So I guess by popular demand, we're going to have a story tonight. At least it made me get off the couch. This book is called Floyd, the Tiniest Elephant. It's dedicated to Ginny and Jane and David. Would you look at that funny elephant? Floyd looked just like any of the other elephants in the circus, but he was smaller than the rest. He was just the size of a mouse. Floyd was lonely. Nobody ever noticed him. The elephants helped get the circus ready. With their heads, they pushed the animal cages into place. Floyd helped too. He pushed a bottle out of the way so nobody would fall over it, but nobody noticed. With their trunks, the elephants carried the big tent poles. Floyd found a pencil somebody had lost. He carried it all the way to the ticket wagon. Say it with me. But nobody noticed. The elephants pulled on the ropes to spread the big canvas tent. Floyd helped, but nobody noticed. Everybody in town center came to the circus that night. They laughed at the clowns. They cheered the lion tamer. They held their breath during the trapeze act. Whee! And they clapped for the performing elephants. And when the elephants walked around the ring, holding on to one another's tails with their trunks, Floyd was there. Look at how little, but nobody noticed him. When the elephants stood on one another's backs to a giant pyramid, who was at the tip top waving a flag? When she was a cheerleader, it was Haley. Floyd was. And who do you think led the grand parade? Why, that's right, it was Floyd. But nobody noticed. The next morning, there was a note on the ticket wagon. It said, "Nobody ever notices me, so I'm running away. Goodbye, Floyd." Everybody in the circuit read the note, but all day long, all they could say was, "Who's Floyd?" Floyd walked up the town, up one street and down the other. He wasn't noticed by the people who were hurrying to do whatever it was the people do. Suddenly, a mouse, who was hurrying like all the rest, came around a corner and bumped into Floyd. "Get out of the way, stupid," said the mouse. "You noticed me," said Floyd happily. "Nobody ever noticed me before. May I come and live with you?" "Oh, don't be silly. You're not a mouse," said the mouse, who wasn't sure what Floyd was. "I could learn," said Floyd. "You could teach me." "Oh, stuff and nonsense," said Marvin, for that was the mouse's name. "Get out of my way. I'm late for a meeting." And he hurried off without Floyd. But guess what? Floyd was following behind. The meeting had already started when Marvin and Floyd got there. One mouse was making a speech, but when the mice saw Floyd, they began chattering excitedly and crowded around for a closer look. "Hey, that's no mouse," they said. "What is it?" "I'm an elephant," said Floyd, beaming with pleasure at being the center of attention. "He came with me," said Marvin, who suddenly, starting to feel pretty important. Probably the first mouse to ever bring an elephant to a meeting. It was some while before it was quiet again and the speaker could go on. "The purpose of this meeting," he said, "is to decide what to do about the cat gang. They caught 3 more mice last night and they'll kill us all if..." But he didn't get to say any more. The guard at the mouse hole shouted that the cat gang was outside. "We're trapped," said Marvin, and all the mice squeaked with fear. But elephants aren't afraid of cats, so Floyd went to the mouse hole and said, "Go away, cats, scat, shoo." "It's an elephant," the leader of the cat gang said in surprise. Floyd was very pleased. It was the 3rd time he'd been noticed in one day. Marvin was so worried about what the cats might do to Floyd that he forgot to be afraid. He went to the mouse hole to tell Floyd to come back inside. The cat gang took one look at Marvin standing next to Floyd and ran away screaming, "Help, help! There's a mouse who's as big as an elephant." Oh, how silly. They ran and they ran. They may be running still. Anyways, nobody ever saw the cat gang again. Can you imagine that? Fold them. The mice were so grateful to Floyd, they made him an honorary mouse and let him live with them. Floyd was very, very happy. If you're the only elephant among dozens and dozens of mice, you can't help being noticed. All right, my dears, that's it for tonight. I better put this on YouTube if any of you are going to get it before bed. Love ya.